Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, this is kind of a random video I just now decided to do. I was going through my makeup because I want to do a whole overview of my makeup collection. I know it's not that big, but I still want to do it. And I realized that there's a lot of things in my collection that I do not reach for, so I figured let's do a full face of products that I never reach for and see how that comes out. Yeah, so I don't actually have that many for some things, but I have a full face of stuff that I really never reach for. So I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. Actually, I'm gonna prime my face first so that can set in, and then I'll do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna start with this e.l.f. Fabulous Face Foundation Primer. I'm gonna see what this looks like, what it feels like. I might add another primer in with it. I'm not sure. It actually feels wicked soft. Oh, am I gonna get made fun of for saying wicked? My husband makes fun of me all the time. Okay, so that's one product down. And for my eyebrows today, I'm going to be using my Essence Eyebrow Designer in 02 Brown. This doesn't have a spoolie, but it has this little like comb thing at the end, so. Oh, not really seeing much here. I feel like I really have to push down to get this pencil to work, but maybe it just needs to warm up. Let's see. Let's rub it on my hand for a minute. Yeah, it's not even really showing up that much on my hand. Like I was pushing really hard. Maybe this is why I don't reach for this pencil. I wanted to have a goal to like use up all the brow products I have before I buy another one, because I have pencils like these that I just never use, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. We'll see what it looks like once I put powder in them. So I've got two different options for foundation, and I feel like they're both a little bit dark, but I'm gonna go with my eyes first, I think, and then I'll worry about foundation after. I do have a LA Girl white foundation that I've been mixing with a lot of my foundations so that I don't have to buy new ones since summer ended, because my skin tone, not my skin tone, but my skin changes a lot from the summer to the winter, so a lot of my foundations that I don't reach for are just because they're too dark for me. But that's cute. This is looking interesting. Yeah, okay. So there's that. Let me grab the powder. Always forget something. Literally like in my pajamas. Was not expecting to do this right now, and then I just sat down and did it. So I have this little thing that I cut out. So I don't know if you guys saw my full face of Ulta brand makeup, but my daughter got me a couple of like the Ulta holiday kits, and I cut the stuff out of them so it'd be easier for me to store and keep the things in the right places. So this is what I cut out from the brow products, and I'm going to take this powder and put it in my eyebrows with this little angled brush. That's actually helping it look a lot better. This end of this brow is just not loving me. This does come with like a little wax thing on the end too, but I don't use the wax. I don't really know how to do that. All right, I think I gotta stop talking when I'm like over there, because then I have to delete everything that I say. I think I'm done with my brows. I'm gonna attempt to find a spoolie so that I can spoolie them out. Hello? Is there any spoolies in the house? What on earth? Okay, I know I have like just spoolie brushes, and I also have like an eyebrow brush that has a spoolie on the end. Hello, where are you? I don't understand. I'm not gonna spoolie them out. I'm just gonna use this thing and brush them, I guess. Next, I have my e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. I'm just gonna pop some of this on. I did used to use this a lot when I first, like this was the first eyeshadow primer that I bought. Oh shit, I forgot to wet my sponge. I am actually the worst. I'm gonna have to go wet my sponge real quick. My lips are so dry and I just keep biting them. You're gonna see me like chewing on my lip this whole time because I don't realize I'm doing it, and then I'm doing it. All right, well, we'll give this primer a minute to set, and I'll go wet my sponge and I'll be right back. Look what I got. I have a wet sponge. I wasn't lazy. I got up and wet it because I really don't like using, I really don't like using brushes, so I got up this time. I did it. So for eyeshadow, I have a few things I want to look at, because when I was looking at it, like I have a lot of eyeshadow that I don't use, and I didn't pick, I have like several neutral palettes that I don't use at all, but I didn't pick one of those. I picked some of the colorful-ish stuff that I have, so let's just look at it. You know what I forgot I wanted to do? just because I have it. I bought this for my Full Face of Dollar Store makeup. This is Skin Nutrition's Age Defy Dark Circle and Puffiness Serum, and it's supposed to go like under your eyes. So, and it needs to like set in. So that's why I'm doing this now, so it can set in while I'm doing my eyeshadow. There's like something on my face. Hello? Pretty sure that was like an eye booger. I'm disgusting. I'm a disgusting human. Is there anything coming out of this? No, there's not. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Cooking with fire. You're supposed to rub it and then pat it in, and it's supposed to help with dark circles. So we'll see how they look when I'm ready to start my foundation. So for eyeshadow, I pulled out my Subculture palette because I do like this palette. I just have not reached for it and I haven't used it. So I got this, and then it's such a strange assortment because I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I have like this stack of like shimmer eyeshadows. It's from Color Revolution. This is the Spice stack. So maybe I'll use one of those. I'm not sure. And then I also just grabbed these two little ones because I haven't used them yet. They're little Sally Beauty eyeshadows. One's green and one's blue. Emerald and turquoise are the shades, and I got these on sale for like 50 cents each. They were in the clearance bin, and I haven't even tried them yet, so I want to try these out for sure. I also grabbed this little Wet n Wild thing that I have just because I remember liking the eyeshadow, but I just never reached for it. It just says Color Icon eyeshadow quad, so I don't know what shade this is in. It's like purples basically. Let's see here. I definitely want to try these because I haven't yet, and I bought them weeks ago just because they were on sale. My under eyes are super sticky. I'm just gonna leave it alone. All right, so to use at least one of these, what do I want to do? Oh, maybe I won't because I've been doing a lot of blue and green lately, so maybe I should do something different. I think I'm actually gonna use like the yellows and the greens in here, and maybe like this electric color. Yeah. That sounds good. This palette I have not worked with very much. I did like it the first time I used it, but I used it a couple other times off of camera and was like, not so sure. So just want to give it another try. How do I want to do this? First, I'm going to take Untamed, which is like a green, and I'm going to start to put this into my crease. One thing with this palette is you need a very light hand dipping into the eyeshadows. I'm barely dipping in, and I'm tapping it off as well, because if you get too much, then it just makes a mess all over your eye. And I'm just keeping this really concentrated in my crease, and then I'm gonna bring it down on my outer corner. Okay, same thing, this eye. Oh, this is my Morphe M506 brush, by the way. Surprise, always using this brush, or the one that I have that's exactly like it. You know what brush I do really like though, that I want to keep using more, and it's super short so it hides itself away, is this brush from Spectrum. This is the A12 brush, and it's so freaking soft. It's crazy. Oh man. Yeah, it's so soft. All right, I know that that's not completely blended, but that's okay, because next I'm gonna close this palette and we're done. Goodbye. Next I'm gonna take Destiny, which is like a little more of a lighter army green color, and I'm gonna start by packing that along the edge of this darker green, and then when I get the color placed, I'll go through and blend them together. And I'm going to use one more color on top as well. I might not be using anything else from this palette. Or dummy, I might not be using anything else that I pulled out. It might just be this palette. I'm gonna take Edge, which is this, oh, hello, which is this yellow here. Just tapped in lightly, and again, I'm placing the color first, and then I'll just start to blend it. I can't stop biting my lip. Oh my god. I need to stop doing that. I'm either biting my lips or biting my nails, and I decided to try and paint them today. I usually don't because I feel like I look like a child with painted stubby nails, but I haven't been loving the glue-on nails. They're kind of like ruining my normal nails even worse than they already are. Like my nails are really weak and they're starting to peel, and I've tried a few different glues and it just happened with all of them. So yeah, I'm gonna take Dawn and just lightly blend over these edges. Today is just one of those days where I'm just not feeling well, and I'm trying hard to be bubbly. I'm sorry. I need a little bit more yellow because that kind of went away now. Now, that was a weird sound, Andra. What the hell? Taking a little bit of Destiny and putting that here. And then I'm taking Edge and putting this on the rest of my lid. A little bit of these shadows definitely go a long way. Do I even want to add any sparkle to this? I kind of like it as matte. I do need to get this green in the corner covered up though. I feel like because I have hooded eyes, everything I do looks like I've done a cut crease. Whoop. All right, I think I'm gonna leave the eyes the way that they are because I like them like that. Well, I guess since I'm doing products I don't usually reach for, I should use an eyeliner. I actually got a new one that I want to try, and I haven't reached for it yet. This is the Kat Von D ink liner in Wolf. So this is like a gray, so it's not black, it's like a gray eyeliner. And I'm just gonna make a thin line across my waterline. I'm not doing a wing or anything. I know I'm not supposed to pull my eye like that, okay? Judge me if you want to, but I can't eyeliner. So this is the best way that I can do it. That's setting down really nice. I actually really like the color of this eyeliner too. Oh, I don't think I picked anything for lips. See, even when I pull my eye, I still can't do it. So good at this. This is what always happens. One comes out thicker and then I have to go back and thicken up the other one, and then that one comes out too thick, and then everything is a mess. Should I try to do a wing? I feel like this is, I mean, products I don't reach for, maybe things I don't normally do. I don't know. We'll just do a little tiny one. Well, that looks like a giant blob of messiness on my face. All right, no, I'm not gonna do a wing, and we're gonna pretend like that isn't there, and I'm gonna try to cover it with eyeshadow. I feel like I'm gonna add a little bit more just because it's been so long. You guys don't know how long it's been. I had a whole fiasco with my son not wanting to listen and then throwing a huge fit and screaming for like 20 minutes. You guys didn't have to witness all that though, so that's good. So for foundation, I have two because there's other ones that I've been trying to use up, so I really don't have many that I don't reach for because I kind of rotate through them. I've got dirty ass Burt's Bees BB cream, and then I also got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I know that this is way too dark for me and I do have things to do today, so if I use that, I'm gonna need to mix in some of that white with it. Sorry, I'm trying to shake this up, the Burt's Bees one. I just want to see what this is like because I've only used this once and I feel like I didn't like it, but I'm just gonna put some on my hand here and see what happens, because I also have been wanting to experiment more with BB creams. So, you know, I am gonna try this. We always have concealer, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. All right, so I'm just gonna put this on then. Oh, what's the shade of this? This is light medium. Hope it's not too dark. It might be a little too dark. Yeah, I still might put some of that white foundation in with it. Just a little bit. It'll give me a little bit of extra coverage too. And I'll just like use my beauty blender and blend it all in. Blend together. I still don't know like the difference between using like a BB cream and a CC cream. Like, does one have more coverage? Somebody tell me, what's your favorite one to use that's not like out of this world expensive, because I need something that's a little bit better for my skin to wear like on a daily basis. And I really do like the natural look. I do the full face for YouTube, and then that's basically the products I have, so then I always do a full face. This does seem to mostly be blending together, and that's not a bad shade with that white mixed into it. Concealer is gonna be the hard one. So I've got two, and I kind of want to try one on one side and one on the other and compare them. Everybody loves the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and it's just not my favorite. I don't know, it just doesn't cover as much as I would like it to, and I found this random CoverGirl Clean Matte Concealer in Fair that I bought when I did my Dollar General makeup video, which I'm so pissed that I did those because I wasted money on makeup that I'm not even gonna use. I get why people do those videos, they're fun to watch, but like maybe if you have money, but I can't. I'm gonna go in with the Fit Me on this side, and then I'll use the CoverGirl on the other side, and I wanna see what the differences are. I can't even remember what I thought about this concealer, but I've never reached for it again, so I'm sure it wasn't my favorite. All right, the shades look like a pretty good match, so that's, wow, they're like a really good match, actually. When I'm not using the Shape Tape, I use like, oh no, don't put it on that side. I use an excessive amount of concealer. It's hard to tell like on these parts of the face because they kind of get just mixed together, but all right, let's do the Fit Me. A lot of the stuff I don't use is actually CoverGirl, but it's not like, it's all like their cheapest stuff that they sell at Dollar General. First thoughts, let's see. It seems like I have a hair on my face. It seems like the CoverGirl one set a little nicer on my skin, but we'll have to see how it does. I don't think it has quite as much coverage as the Fit Me. Well, I'm just gonna leave it this way. I feel like it looks really dry. Oh, you know what it might be? Because they both look kind of dry. I bet it was that stuff I put on, that dollar store stuff, you know. The under eye cream. All right, and also to set my face, I have a couple different options, and I might kind of mix them. I have this CoverGirl Clean Matte Pressed Powder in Classic Ivory, and I kind of want to try this under my eyes with a sponge. That doesn't look that bad, actually. I want to set the rest of my face with this, but I also want to try out this other powder. So, I might reach back for this powder. This is not that bad. I feel like it adds a little bit more coverage too. So I might keep this out and keep trying this. But to set the rest of my face, also another CoverGirl product, but I bought this a long time ago when I first started getting back into makeup. This is Translucent Light Loose Powder. All right, so I just put a little bit of this into the cap here, and I'm gonna use this to set the rest of my face and see if I like it. It's actually sitting on the skin really nice. Just see my forehead. It's a translucent, what did it say? Translucent light. This is so old. This is like a couple years old probably. That actually looks really pretty. What's happening? All right, I'm gonna keep this out too, actually, and try to use this a little bit more as well. I'm finding things that I might actually like. Don't hold me to that. I'm not for sure yet, but I'm pretty sure that I like both of these powders. I think my under eyes are just looking so dry because of that, this that I put under there. So next, I'm going to bronze. Oh no! The bronzer I wanted to use just shattered out of this corner. So, oh, you know what I'm going to use actually that I literally never reach for, and I know that this is a good bronzer because people talk about it, but I just have this little Hoola bronzer that I literally never use. That's nice. That looks good. I don't know why I don't use this. I've been so used to cream contouring lately, but I didn't have another cream contour. My Wet n Wild one is the only one that I have. To contour, this is from another one of my Ulta kits, and I'm going to use this shade on the end. Like if I didn't buy any more makeup for a long time, like I would have enough to get by for a while. And my collection is not nearly as big as a lot of people's, so... I have used this, and I used it in my full face of Ulta makeup and then never picked it up again, and this works fine. It's totally fine for contouring. And for blush, I was gonna use one from one of these Ulta things, but all these are cracking. I have this LA Colors Red Rouge blush in Bodacious, and I just want to use this to see. I remember liking it, I'm pretty sure, but I haven't used it in a very long time. Very subtle. Sometimes I like that in a blush. Oh, a little more pigmented on that side. Hello. I also grabbed this because I bought this a few months ago, and I actually like didn't mind most of the stuff in here, and then for some reason I just stopped using it. So I think I am going to use a highlighter from in here. I'm going to take this color. This is just a little e.l.f. palette that I got for like $7. I have such a hard time seeing my highlighter all the time, but it kind of really doesn't look like I'm putting much. I'm gonna try this shade in the corner, and it's probably way too light. I feel like the lighter shade is a little bit more, but they're both kind of just, I'm kind of mixing them together now. They're just really subtle, but pretty highlighters. There's not like a ton of glitter in them or anything. I don't know, I'm definitely gonna keep this just because I've used it just for contouring. Oh, I need to highlight my brow bone in my inner corner. Okay, I guess I'll do a little bit of eyeshadow on my lower lash line. Twist my arm. I'll do it. This is that lightest highlighting shade. Wow, it looks really intense right here. I wonder if it just doesn't work well with the fan brush. Let me do my lower lash line before I do my inner corner. Okay, back to the Subculture palette. Let's grab a flat liner brush. Why are you here? I just need one. Come on, give me one flat liner brush. Well, I guess I'll use this. This is an angled brush, but good enough. I'm taking the darkest green, Untamed, and putting that on my outer corner. And then I'm gonna take the lighter green, Dynasty. Ew, there's animal hair on my brush. All right, Dynasty, here we go. Lower lash line, getting it done. All right, and then I'm going to take, what am I gonna use? Now I'm finding all my flat liner brushes. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Hiding from me. I'm gonna grab Edge on a little pencil brush. And I'm gonna put, woo, okay, hello, calm down. Put that in my inner corner. And also lightly use this to blend out these greens. Maybe not the right brush. All right, I'm taking this little brush, a little bit more of that yellow. And I'm just gonna drag this along the bottom until it looks blended. I wanna try to use electric for my inner corner. So I am gonna spray it just because I don't want it to fall out on my face. Ooh, that is so freaking pretty. All right, this is coming up here a little bit. Yay, I'm glad I did that. Kind of brought some life into this dead ass look. And I do actually like this palette. I need to play with it more. I just grab the things that are right in front of my face that I have out on like my everyday makeup, and I don't even remember about all this other stuff. Like, I can't imagine having like the amount of makeup that like real beauty gurus have. I would be so overwhelmed. Like, how do you even pick your makeup for the day? I'm gonna move on to mascara. And I'm not even gonna bother curling my eyelashes just because I don't feel like it. But the mascara I'm gonna use is the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. But the reason I don't reach for this one is because I'm a dumbass and I accidentally bought the waterproof, and I hate waterproof mascara. But it is just sitting there and I spent my money on it, so I gotta use it every now and then. I know so many people love this mascara, but the few times I've used it, it hasn't been my favorite. Let me know if you guys have tried this mascara and if you think there's a difference between the regular one and the waterproof. Like, ugh, it just doesn't look good. My left eye mascara will forever come out better than the right eye, but these are just looking nasty. They look clumpy. Even my bottom lashes are clumping together. Ugh. I don't know. I need to try the regular version because this is not doing it for me. That's as good as that's gonna get. All right, and now last thing is gonna be my lips. And I have this whole bucket of lipsticks. Most of them are NYX, a few of them are not. I basically don't reach for anything in here, and I kind of just want like a nice nude. So I never use the Ulta Beauty matte lip creams that came in my kit. I have no idea why I don't. I just don't. Well, that's not nude like I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, I wanted something much lighter than this. What was I even doing? All right, let's find a lighter color to put on top. Let's see. This looks like, this is a NYX matte lip cream, and that didn't do shit. What's this one? That looks nice and light. What the fuck is happening? I'm just piling a bunch of these NYX ones on top of the Ulta one. And I don't have a setting spray that I don't use because I go through them so fast that I usually only have one on hand. I'm just gonna use my Milani Make It Dewy setting spray and we'll be finished. I use entirely too much. I go through a freaking bottle of setting spray like per day, but I do my makeup so early in the morning that I feel like I'm spraying it on throughout the day just to make sure my makeup's not moving. So I don't only use it once every day, but still, it's too much. Okay, so this is the finished look of me doing my makeup with products that I don't reach for. And I'm not gonna lie, my skin looks really good. And I don't know if it's the combination of like the BB cream and the foundation or if it's the powders, but I need to try these all with like products that I know better and see which of these that I really like, and I will update you guys on that eventually whenever I get that done, because I'm really good at doing things. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I know it was super random, but it popped into my mind and I started recording, which is why I look like a scrub. Whatever. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel while you're here, and I will see you next time.